What's up, you guys? Today we're going to try things a little bit differently. Instead of the intro, I'm just going to kind of hop right into this here after I got some coffee, of course. And we are going to be making a custom vintage-inspired Tiffany blue calendar complication dress watch. This will be the most difficult one I've ever built so far, as it has a lot of complications. As you can see here, this has the year, month, it has a date complication, it has the time, of course, and it even has the sun phase and moon phase complication on here. And it is an automatic windable watch, so this can be my most difficult one and challenging one yet. I've had a few hiccups in here, you'll see later on in the video, but man, look at that bracelet. This is going to be a stainless steel mesh type bracelet. Should be very comfortable on the wrist. And for the dial, I decided to go with the Tiffany blue turquoise type dial. And isn't that beautiful? Look at that thing, all the complications right there. Calendar, date, moon phase, day, etc. And this will be a crystal rounded dome and a exhibition case back. Alright, so first things first, let's remove all of the hands that came with the original movement, so we can attach the blank dial onto the movement. The feet were already pre-cut here, luckily, because this one actually came in almost like a full kit almost. Make sure the dial fits nice and snug to the movement. As you'll see that this movement is slightly smaller than the dial, but that's okay. You don't see that in the case itself, and the case will hug the movement nicely, as you'll see coming up. Just giving it a little bit of adjustments here. All right, I think she's ready to roll. Okay, let's start with the hands. As always, you want to make sure that our hand is going to be pointed towards midnight, and it's hard to see in this video, but the moon phase is on there as well, so it is set at directly midnight. Use the hand pusher to gently push the first hour hand on here, as you've seen in many of my videos in the past and many videos online. Give it a little spin, make sure it's not hooking up on anything or getting tangled. As you can see, the moon and sun phase are rotating as well. Back to midnight. All right. Now it is time to move on to the minute hand. Grab my minute pusher here. As you can see, it does the red tip. Nice gentle press. And I think we got it. Perfect. Look at that. Oh wait, did I get it? I feel like I'm struggling here. Oh, nope, didn't get it. You can see it's moving. Definitely moving. Get a little adjustment. And I didn't even record it, but I was having a difficult time with this seconds hand, or not seconds hand, minute hand. Where the hand connects to the tube, it just wasn't wide enough, so I had to open up that hole a little bit just to get going there. Eventually, after some finagling, I was able to get it snapped on. Alright, let's move on to the moon phase subdial, the hand for that one. Using the second hand pusher that is super small. Was able to get it on there nice and clean. And you'll also notice that I didn't record it, but I did put on the seconds hand as well, you can see it there at the 9 o'clock position. A lot of this you guys have seen before, so I didn't want to bore you all with that. But there is the moon and sun phase hand as well. All right, let's move on to the weekday subdial. We're going to attach the hand, as well as we're going to put it at the midnight position, which I believe is a Monday. Yeah. Checking to see if the seconds hand still works, which it does. Okay, let's get this weekday subdial put in here. What are you guys thinking so far? This is a beautiful dial. And what do you think about the intro? Something different. It wasn't just my mug on there. You got to see the pup as well. Little mini schnauzer. Might be able to hear snoring in the background. Have a little bit of struggle here with this, but I think I got it. All right, yeah, that one's on there. And to speed things up a little bit, I finished the final subdial there on the right, which will be the date complication. This one has many complications. It's got the month, written, month written, year, day, date, moon phase, and time, obviously. So this is by far the most complicated watch I've done so far. But it is so pretty. Now I'm just checking the seconds hand to see if it goes all the way through without getting snagged on any of the subdials or the minute or hour hand. It does look like it is. Give it some air, make sure the dial is nice and clean. Sure it doesn't hit my finger. Alright, went all the way through. Alright, so here is the inside of the case. It's going to hold that movement nice and snug. And now it's time to shorten the stem here and remove the plastic crown off of this stem that came with the movement itself, so we can put the actual crown that comes with the case on here. So what I'm doing is unscrewing the crown. Sorry, it's not in the video. There it is. And I'm going to unscrew the crown from the case, the metal or stainless steel one. Get the case a little clean. It was a little dirty. Polish it up. So this is going to be such a cool watch when it's done. Oh, I'm so excited. This is a watch I'm gifting my father-in-law for a late Father's Day gift. I thought I would have all the parts in time, but we needed some additional parts for this. Make sure it's rotated to the correct side. Place the dial with the movement in there, and it just fits nice and snug. Another portion I didn't show on here, you'll see later, is I had to do some modification on the inner ring of this case. As this is, you'll notice I had to wait for an additional piece here, but I'll explain later in the video. Alright, so now we are going to screw the new crown onto the stem, just temporarily, finger tight. Insert it in the post. Carefully without dropping it. A little wiggling around, manipulate it in there. A little push, nope, not quite there yet. Back it up and try again. I'm gonna wait till you hear it click in there. that click? Yep, now it's not pulling out. So it now is engaged into the movement itself. And you'll see there that there's this very small space. So I'm going to take my calipers. I got all these tools off AliExpress, and as well as the DIY Watch Club. This caliper I got off of AliExpress works perfectly. So I'm going to take the end caliper and measure the distance from the case to the bottom part of the crown here. And some movements like the NH35 of crown and stem, there's a lot more space here, but this one's very minute. It looks like it's only about 2.4 millimeters thick. So now that I got the measurement, 2.6 millimeters thick. So now that I got the measurement, I'm going to undo the crown again. And to remove the crown, there's a little button on the back of the movement near where the crown is inserted. You gotta push down on it. Usually I use a pair of tweezers and then my ring finger to pull it out, and then pull out the crown. So now what we're going to do is unscrew the crown again from the stem, and we're going to trim the excess off of the stem itself. You want to make sure there's no nibs or anything on the side. Make sure it's nice and smooth. I also cut this, you didn't see in the video, I cut the 2.6 millimeters off, but I just need a little more adjustment in there. Just use a regular pair of cutters. But I use the Dremel to kind of trim it out smoothly. Now before finally putting that crown back on the stem for the final time, you need to make sure that there's a little bit of Loctite on there. You didn't see it in the video, but I put some Loctite on the end of the stem, screwed the crown on, and removed any excess Loctite that way it won't get caught or stuck in the movement. And that way it won't come unscrewed either when the person's handling the watch. Alright, just testing out the pushers. There are 4 pushers. There's 2 on the right, and above the crown and below the crown, you'll see it there. And then on the left side, there's 2 pushers as well, but they're not actual pusher buttons. You'll need like a little screwdriver or pen to push those sides. That'll give the adjustments on the other subdials. All right, now it's time for the crystal dome. Now this is the first watch that I've built that had the dome, crystal, and bezel already removed and not attached to the case itself. And I was not aware of what's about to happen, as you'll see here, after I give it a good test again, make sure everything's working correctly, which in fact it is. That the minute's hand is smoothly going all the way around. Just giving it a good test. It's probably a little overkill, but you know, can't be too careful with this kind of build, as it is super complicated. Maybe eventually I'll start actually building my own movements, which would be pretty cool, but gotta start somewhere, right? Okay, now it's time for the bezel and dome. Give it a quick little clean using the microfiber towel or cloth. There are some pens out there as well that I'm probably end up getting here in the next few builds that clean the glass a little bit easier. All right, now it's time to take off the sticker on the outside of the glass dome. Very satisfying part of any build, just removing that. Any stickers. Anybody else satisfied with removing stickers, especially on glass? Giving it a quick clean on the outside. Man, this watch is gonna look so pretty when it's done. Can't wait to see imperfections, give a little blow on the top and bottom. Make it crystal clear, no pun intended. Don't know why I looked at that one. That's just the case back. Okay, let's put on this crystal dome. Little push. Nope. Is it a screw on? Is it press down? It's got its own gasket. Looking to see if there's any screws in here. I seem very confused, which I am. Didn't do as much research as I thought. More pressure. Not clicking. What is going on here? Does it screw on? Nope. Doesn't screw on. Still loose. What in the world is going on here, guys? I don't get it. Something's going on. I am confuzzled. Right about here is when it starts to click. I need another tool. Possibly. Let's try one more thing. Don't try this at home. You shouldn't be doing this. Did it work? Nope, still loose. Okay. I think we need some more tools. All right. 1 week later, I got me a dome pusher. Or a crystal dome press, I should say, not a pusher. Crystal dome press. Now, it should snap on. And after I told you earlier, I had to expand the inner edge of the case just a little bit with a Dremel. It still wasn't fitting even with this crystal press, but I finally was able to get it to work. As you can see, this press came with a bunch of dies in it, so this was the 42 millimeter die press, as this case is a 42 millimeter case. It's nice and center. Then I'm going to put a cloth under above it just in case, just that way I don't scratch the bezel or hurt the crystal in any way. Check it, make sure it's still fitting in the right position. Give it a couple more squeezes. Slowly, you don't want to break it. Every once in a while, you do want to check to make sure that it's pressing in there. Looking at all sides. A little more adjustment. Again, slowly and methodically. Check again. Rotate it. Check the other side, make sure that it is setting properly, which it was. And then just a few more turns. And I think we got it in there. One last and final check. Ignore the hand. Well, we'll get better equipment soon. But right now I'm just using my iPhone for recording. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Gotta start somewhere. And with 42 followers, I thank you to all my followers. But I need more followers so I can get better equipment. So please comment, like, and subscribe if you're liking this video so far. It's a little bit longer as it is a longer, more difficult complication of a watch. And I wanted you guys to see how I do it. All right, so now we are releasing the press, and we are all done, folks. Let's look at this thing now with the brand new crystal and bezel, fully inserted, fully pressed, watertight seal. Man, that thing is so gorgeous. All right, now we're gonna go to the back side of the case. Give it some clean, or some air, excuse me. And this back, give it a little clean. Make sure there's no fingerprints, because nothing is worse than fingerprints on the inside of your crystal. Case back or dome, it's the most frustrating thing to see, especially when you finish the watch. So you always want to triple check to make sure there is not a single fingerprint. And right there, I did remove the case back gasket. I'm going to put that case back gasket into add some oil to it. So we're gonna lube it up with this little oiler I got. Press it, that's all you need, a few seconds. And we wanna put the gasket back in place. I'm using tweezers and my fingers, but I always wear my finger cots because you don't want your oil mixing with your hand oil mixing with this. All right, a little turn, and it is back in place. Clean it up. One more quick wipe down of the inside of the crystal, and on the outside as well. Checking for imperfections, thumbprints, dust. Make sure it's perfect. And this case back is not a screw down case back, it doesn't screw down itself. It's held by 6 different screws, very, very, very small screws. So I did speed this up just a little bit. 6 screws, and I did it in a star tightening, just like you would on, when doing your lugs on a vehicle. You want to do it in a star pattern, that way one side doesn't tighten down too much compared to the other side. It's even all around. And then I go one full final rotation, and she is done. All right, last and final thing is the spring bars for the mesh bracelet. So these are easy to release spring bars, and as you'll see here in a second, it is really easy to release because these things, as Marshall from Wristwatch Revival, are born to fly, as he would say. Ding, did you see it? Took off. I always struggle with these dang spring bars, and these are the quick release spring bars as well, so these will be easy to take off if my father-in-law wants to remove this specific bracelet. If he wants to switch it to something else, he can. All right, the gloves are coming off because I need to really feel it with my fingers. All right, one side's in. These are super tight to put in, but it's gonna look great on this watch. Got it. Did I get it? Nope, didn't get it. There we go. She's on. All right, one side done. Now it's time for the other. This side also did a Born to Fly as well. You might see, you might not. It's so quick. It just fling, flew right out there. Free birding it. Free bird. There it went. Started to get a little frustrated, but finally got it. All right, guys. Both bracelets pieces are in. They are not moving. Oh, no, maybe not completely in. darn it. Almost had it. Alright, final try. Can you get it in there? Come on. Come on, RWB. This is the easy part. Oh, did I get it? Heck yeah, I got it. Give it a little bit of clean. A little wipe down. Are you guys a bit ready for the big reveal? Oh, I'm so excited for this watch. I'm gonna make one for myself. Woo! Look at that. Well, there you have it, folks. I also made a custom box I'm gonna show you right now. Oh, this thing is so beautiful. Give it a quick little polish. Make sure there's no imperfections. Clean it up, clean it up. Wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi. Some few little stickers on all the pushers. I'm gonna remove those. And the crown had a sticker as well. This one was a pain. Had to get my pegwood out there and get rid of the sticker. Boom, there it goes. Man, look at this thing. It is so pretty. Checking everything out one last time. Alright, here's the final review. Got a beautiful box with my father-in-law's name custom made on there. Man, that thing is gorgeous. I had so much fun building this watch. Remember guys, if you really like this video and you want to see more of these, like, comment, subscribe. Man, I almost want to keep this for myself. But no, I'm going to make another one, except for I think I'm going to do it with a beige dial, a leather band, and one final shot on the wrist. Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next.